say that.
It's not, bro. It's the next day, and I still bro. Like, you know where it is? Like, I can't be arsed, bro. That's
bro,
how
I feel worse after yesterday. I woke up today, I'm still pissed.
Bro. I don't have the energy, or like I can't get mad. Like I just can't, bro. I can't do it, bro. I just can't be arsed. Like, this is just a joke thing. Like, I'll be real. Like, but obviously, people, we're here. Obviously, SP, Catch, CORY, ASHRAF, PAZZ. It's our first emergency meeting of the season, man. The first time we've needed to do one since I've been in the YouTube scene. So we're gonna talk, man. People, make sure we're running up them likes from early. Everyone's links are in the description, all of that stuff. Wolves 2, Arsenal 2. I don't think we could have asked for a better start yesterday. Went ahead after 4 minutes, and we let a 2-0 lead slip, man. And I can't lie, I don't know how you, man, felt, but watching the game, it was just a matter of time. Like, I could just tell, like, the way we're turning over the ball, like the way we're giving away, the way we're not being clinical when we're having opportunities, bro. It's just, and Arsenal have lost, I think it's 7 points from winning positions. Only Palace and West Ham have dropped more from winning positions this season. 7 points from winning positions. That's crazy. That would have put us like 11 points ahead of City. It's crazy. So yeah, man. The floor's yours, fellas. Paz, I know obviously you got your burner there, you got your gloves there, you're ready. So I'm a forward to you first, man. What how did you feel about that game yesterday, man?
Do you know what makes it worse? My boy Saka was in the 10 and he made Sutton shake. I was happy, you know.
Do you think though?
He didn't play unbelievably, but he made Sutton shake. That's all I need.
You know what? For me,
he made something shake. He made something shake, and he showed me something different, even with the positions he was taking up. Like, for me, I ain't seen that much of a presence in that area, and it's not about Saka playing well. It's about how easy for me it was for people to win the. I think for like that 30-minute period, I think he saw what it looks like to have a 10.
Paz, I hear you, but after yesterday, bro, you can't be giving no praise.
But no. This is not me giving props. For me, it's even worse because we saw a change that looked good, and they've taken the piss with it.
But Paz, do you know why that can't run as well, though? Do you know why that can't run as well? Because when Madueke is not up for it, then who's gonna do you know what I'm saying? Like, if Madueke is not playing well, or Saka starts on the wing, he might not have the greatest of games or whatever. You want to change that, and you put Madueke on, vice versa. Yesterday, Saka goes out to the wing. He's already playing. He's tired. He got to now adjust to a different position. It's not, bro. It's not the same. Like, we ain't got no one to impact the game. What's that? Bro. Come on, man. Don't even get me started.
I don't feel like we needed someone to impact the game.
No, bro. Wait. Let's go from the start.
We brought on made it. I think the people we brought on allowed this game to get to that point. I think it made it worse.
So we started this game, yeah. What did I message you, Paz? Straight away, bro. Soon as we started that game, couple of attacks, I said, "Raw, we look like we got more urgency. It looks like we're going for it." Am I lying, Paz? And you said, "Yeah, no, I hear you." I messaged him, bro. Soon as we got that goal, we reverted to type, and that. Bro, everyone is getting cornered today. That has to fall on the manager because that is something he's told them. Manager the players. Hold on. If you watch it, hold on, Paz. when we watched that game, am I lying? I messaged you straight away. I saw the urgency. I was like, "Raw, we look like we're going for it. We're going for it this game. We look like he's took the handbrake off." Soon as we got that goal, we reverted back to type and we went side. That was it, bro. It was like we were trying to bore them to death. I was saying, bro, from that first 5 minutes, couple of attacks we had, I saw, bro, if we carried on the way we did before the goal, bro, we could have got Wolves out of there the first half.
Let me ask you a question. And to an extent, you're not chatting shit, yeah? I just think your blame's in the wrong place. Let me ask you a question.
I'm blaming everyone today, Paz.
Let's say everyone in the stream is just shouting over each other. And one of you man's like, man, them still. And everyone just stops talking. Who's the dickhead? And no one speaks. No one speaks for the rest of the stream. We will just sit here in silence. Because one of you told man, chill out one at a time. Now no one talks. Where the dickheads? Man are telling me that Arteta's like, settle on it. Since when does settle mean let these men do what they want? Let them hoof it to the striker 100 times. Never ever get around them. Since when does that mean that?
No, I hear you, Paz. I hear you, but I'm starting with Arteta because it starts from him. I'm gonna get to the players as well.
1,000 times.
I'm gonna get at the players as well, but I'm starting, bro. For me, bro, we went 1-0 up. I was like, raw, this looks like it could be 3-4. 3-4. Bro, and then everything just went back to, like I said, reverted back to type, yeah? And then we got the second goal, and then after that, it was like, all right, game's done. Bro, we know that a 2-0 lead is never done. We know this. And I'm sorry, after we got, even when we conceded the first goal, it was a worldie. But, man, bro,
let him do it.
After we conceded that, everyone panicked. I saw the panic in the players. You saw it, bro. Like, every time they were, you could see they were more stiff. It was long. Do you get what I'm saying? So
let my man score that goal. He had 20 minutes to size it up, bro. He had 20 minutes to size up the shot. We let him do it.
No, listen, that's what I'm saying. Everyone is to blame, bro. Like, bro, yesterday, I do not want to see Martinelli in this fucking team. Like, bro, hold bench, and that is it. I never want to see this guy start again. He has not got a foot. He does not know what it means to actually be a footballer. He should be a runner. That is it. He does not know how to play football, bro. Like, how are you, bro? How are you? This is like the second time he's done this. Man's missing open goals. Like, what are we doing here? But then this is why I say it, bro. I'd rather we loaned out Ethan. I'd rather Ethan on the left. I know people say, oh, it's the same as Trossard, but right now, bro, Martinelli don't give you nothing. He has not got a footballing brain. He does not understand the game.
It's the players. Hold on. Can we all
it's
just?
Both.
It's no, bro. Okay, hold on. Here's why I can't blame them. Here's why I can't. This is why I'm not looking at the manager. I'm not mad at the lineup. Before the game, I looked at the lineup. Great lineup.
No, I was mad at the lineup, bro.
Cool. You out of one. You 1 out of 100. You 1 out of 100. You want to? Well, we can't look at that lineup and say that's not good enough to beat Wolves. We can't. We cannot do that.
No, it's good enough to beat Wolves.
We're not going to say that's not good enough to beat Wolves because we scored 2 goals, and them 2 goals they scored against us, they ain't scored them 2 goals in God knows. So so on paper, all the facts are there to say that what he did as a manager is good.
Paz, hold on.
Paz, hold on. How many times? Sorry, SB. How many times this season? We've done Szoboszlai, the mad free kick. We've done Man U, the worldies. Now we're doing... Bro, how many times is it? Oh, yeah, they're worldies. And
I agree.
These things happen. You have to go and kill them.
One thing at a time, yeah, because Paz is addressing Arteta, yeah? And you're saying that you don't really blame Arteta. However, Paz, the lineup, cool. It's enough to beat Wolves. However, as a manager, you can see things happening on the pitch. Now, how did you negate and stop these things from happening? Bro, Zubimendi yesterday, yeah, bro, he looks tired. Norgard has played 32 minutes of Premier League football. He played quality last game. Why is he not coming on the pitch yesterday? Why are you leaving Martinelli out on the pitch for 90 minutes after how long he's how much he's turning the ball over? Why are we doing that? Like, as a manager, these are things that you can see. Like, why are you allowing these things to happen? To go at Timber yesterday, what in the second half, that was one of the worst performances I've seen from him.
I think
why have you not taken it off?
Those things are fair.
But this is what I'm saying to you. So when you say, Paz, hold on. These are things that aren't directly the reason why we conceded the goal. No, they're not. However, it's accumulation of things which is allowing pressure to build. Do you get what I'm saying to you? These are things that play a part which allow Wolves to get a foothold in the game. It wasn't just them directly, because directly for the goal, that's Raya and Gabriel. That's poor from them two. Facts, point blank. However, all of these things this is an accumulation of things, bro. Do you get what I'm saying to you? You've got quality on the bench.
Ragdolling us for 90 minutes, bro. We can't blame that. We can't blame the striker ragdolling our defense the entire game, bro. I'm telling my life, you go watch that game. I don't remember a time the striker lost the ball. I swear that I don't remember a time the ball did not stick. That to me is one of the biggest reasons that allowed them to keep getting chances, bro. Because they didn't create 2 chances, you know. Like, they were creating chances because my man's making it stick every time, bro. And then the first goal, where my man's fucking waited 20 minutes, sized it up, had a coffee, and lobbed our goalie from 70 miles away. But the point is, we've let him do that, bro. That to me is effort. Why are we not? There's man on the edge of the box
to get to that situation.
And they're staring at him. You can't Arteta, but there's no way Arteta is telling man, don't engage in my man. And then the second goal, bro. Yeah, I watched that goal and just thought, you man just must want to fight me after this, because there's no way that you are backing up, not looking. You don't know where Raya is, and you man are fighting for the same ball. And then man are hitting it off you. It's hitting the bar, and then hitting you in your head and going in. This is clown show stuff, brother. Like, these things are so stupid. I just can't say Arteta's name. I'm sorry, I can't say it.
No, everyone's getting corned. And even when you said about the whole thing sticking, bro, like Saliba, bro, you know what? I'm tired of these married men and that like everything's good in their life. I need some scumbags, bro. Respectfully, I need some scumbags in this team. Everyone's too worried about what they're looking like on camera. Oh, my miss it, bro. Forget all that. Everyone's all married off, bro. I'm getting sick of these, man, bro. Respectfully, no one should walk away with their head held high yesterday. The only one that could kind of have some sort of respect is Hincapié, and he don't even play for us, bro. He's on loan. We're gonna get him. No. He done his thing. He don't even play for the team, bro. Like, he's on loan. Like, what the fuck's going on, bro? Like, how many times are we gonna give City the chance to get back into this league? How many times, bro? It's been over and over again. Pardon?
Surely not. Like, this is it, isn't it? Surely this is the last one.
Bro.
Paz, don't count on it, bro.
Paz, this is my pick.
I'm telling you, there's gonna be another slip.
Quickly. You see if we say, like, for instance, we bottle this league, yeah. But all these games that we played, the likes of Wolves, even I think Forest, even Brentford, like these games, you would say, you know what? All right, cool. Maybe if we went for it, I wouldn't be so mad. You see, if we bottle this league and we've been playing the way we have,
I'm shooting up everyone's wedding. There is no wedding.
This is what I'm saying. This is my point.
Down every wedding.
I don't mind losing if I see my team, bro. And you know what's mad? People say, it's the last stage of the season. Don't be negative, tear. Bro, I've tried all season. To muddy call these man, and it don't work. So these man need to hear some home truths now. It's like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Bro, none of these man. I'm embarrassed to even call myself an Arsenal fan right now.
The belt's coming out today, bro. The belt's coming out.
We got all the ingredients to win the league. You see, this year, this is the first year for me where I will turn around and say, you man have actually violated to the highest degree. There's no one out there that I would go and say we needed this. We didn't need nothing.
Paz, the whole fucking squad could get injured. There's no excuse. There is no excuse this season. Yeah, what happens, bro? And this is my thing. It all falls back on the manager, because 2020. Hold on, Paz. You see, if we don't win this league, bro, you're the first one gone. Because we can't get rid of all 20-something of these players. We can't. It's not going to work.
We shouldn't get rid of all those 20 players, because the players are actually not bad. It is the manager 100%. I don't know why anyone sees it differently. The reality is, people have to understand there's a trend to things, right? You could have off moments. Players could have moments where they switch off. You have to look at the way we play generally is what causes us to get to these kind of situations. we drew away to Sunderland. I actually had no issues with that game. I said, hey, we played well, we attacked, we went for it. We lost away to Villa. I said, annoying result, but blamed the players or the manager for it. We went for it. We tried. We had all our defenders missing that game as well, or at least our centre backs.
Yeah.
There are games where you could drop points and you can understand it. You can do the respect the opposition stuff. Chelsea away, 10 men. I get it. Context, all stuff. But I still understood people saying respect the opposition. It's Chelsea. It's at the bridge. 10 men, but they still wanted to fight for it. I get that. The problem for us, and I've said this on all the channels too, factually, since Pep Guardiola has come into this league, factually, the better attacking team wins the league every single season, bar one season, which is the COVID season of Liverpool. And that's only because City went ham after the COVID break, when the league was already gone. Liverpool were like 20 points clear or something. I can't remember. If you don't set your team to play attacking football and press and go for the kill, you're more likely than not, 90% of the times, you're going to lose the league. Especially if you have a challenger like City or like Liverpool who are playing that kind of style.
So what exactly?
This is not my opinion. This is facts, by the way. This is facts.
No.
Ash, I completely agree with
Hold on,
you.
you can say that.
The goal we conceded against Wolves in our first game and the goal we conceded against Wolves this game, both came the exact same way because we were not pressing, we were not holding. You know how much possession we had in the second half? 49%.
We had the same amount of shots as
possession
Wolves, bro,
against the worst team in the league. The worst team in the league. And we have 49% possession in the second half. These guys are not idiots. I understand we said, oh, they're last. But they're not so shit to the point where if you give them 51% of the possession, they have zero chance of scoring a goal.
And they're going. Like that was set up issue.
It is a setup issue because Paz, there's a trend. No. I'll answer that. That's a good point because everyone keeps bringing this up. The guy I stream with all the time every week, Souls, says the exact same point. Do you think Arteta is telling them not to attack? Do you think Arteta is telling them not to press? No, he's not. But he's not giving them enough instructions to attack. His main instructions, from what you can see, is don't concede, track back, do this. You know, there was a moment in the game yesterday, 40th minute. I swear to God, I took a recording of this because they don't actually, you cannot see it later. And I have the Tot TV so I can go back and record it. 40th minute, yeah. We went attacking. I think we lost the ball or whatever. Wolves had an attack. And they were building slowly. And I see Gyökeres, Madueke, and Martinelli slowly jogging back. And I thought this was intentional. I thought, oh, wait, we're trying to keep some attackers in front. So when we win the ball, we have space to attack. And they bring the camera down when the ball comes to the sideline where the managers are. And Arteta's going animated, yelling at Gyökeres and Madueke, come back, come back, come back. Go watch it, 40th minute, I promise you. He's going crazy, yelling at them to come back. When, by the way, all the defenders are back. All the midfielders are back. We actually are in a position where if we win the ball, there's 3 guys waiting to kill. That's why I'm saying, I don't think he tells them don't attack. Of course not. He cannot tell them don't. You know how he says in the press conference, I like to go the opposite way. I don't think he gives them instructions to do that. I think the difference between him, Pep, Klopp, all these attacking, Enrique, Hansi Flick, whoever, is that their training regimen and their tactics and everything they set up is focused on how do we attack here? How do we press here? Get in here, get in there. I think Arteta's tactics and setup and everything is about control. Don't lose the ball. Make sure
you know what it is.
I agree.
That's why.
That aspect, I agree with control for sure. I do agree with that for sure.
No, but Ash, you know
yeah,
what
but that control doesn't help.
That control doesn't help, though. Yeah, you know what it mainly is with Arteta. Like, it's exactly what you said. It's not that he doesn't tell them not to attack. It's the fact that it's not encouraged enough. And this is exactly. I've been very nice to Arteta this year. Yeah, and I've been someone who's wanting him out for what's it called? Like since the end of that 23-24 season, yeah. But this season I've been very nice to him. I'm not even gonna lie. Like you've had us in first majority of the time. I'm like, okay, let's see if you can actually get over the hurdle this time. He's proven once again he's not learning, bro. Like the lack of him using his squad, yeah. Like we talked about it earlier. Why are you not playing Norgard after the performance he's had against Wigan? Timber has not been playing well last couple weeks. Ben White just sat there on the bench, just sat there with his jacket on, knowing he's not going to get no minutes on the pitch, bro. Like, this is bottom of the place.
That's what you're talking about.
No, but same amount of shots in the second half. It's fucking embarrassing.
To the lineup, there's 4
yeah, but hey, look, like, I'm listening to obviously what everyone's hearing, yeah. And ASHRAF, you're right in what you're saying. You make some good points, and CORY, you're making like all the men are making, but it's everyone. It ain't just Arteta. It ain't just the players.
Everyone.
It's all of them.
Everyone.
It's everybody.
No, it's the players as
Like,
well.
so
100%.
when man are saying, oh, it's Arteta, it's this, bro. Yes, it is Arteta, but it's also the players, because Ashraf, you're talking about Arsenal got 49% possession in the second half, bro. That comes down to stupid man making dickhead decisions on the pitch, bro. That's not Arteta. Arteta's not telling Martinelli to run down blind alleys and give the ball away, or Gyökeres or Jesus or whoever to have shit touches, bro. That who Trossard was a bag of shit when he came on yesterday. He didn't tell him to give the ball away all the time, bro. That's not Arteta. That's the players, bro. It's all of them. It's everyone.
Guys, if you have multiple players in your team, constantly underperforming and not coached and trained on how to kill and press and win the ball back and get off the press well, which by the way we have done before, so nobody can convince me that the players don't have the quality to beat the press and do that. It is how you're programmed, because we are programmed to make sure we don't take enough risks so that if we lose the ball, we're not caught in bad positions. You cannot convince me there's 8, 9, 10, 11 players who all together coincidentally stopped giving a fuck. That is not possible. And if in any organization, if you have a team that used to perform before, that used to do well before, and then suddenly all of them start stopping stinkers, anyone with common sense will look at the manager that's leading them. Right? Especially when I'm looking at the system that's not being... This is why I told you Sunderland and Aston Villa and Chelsea, I wasn't mad at the players or the manager. I said, hey, we did well. The manager set the team clearly well. XYZ happened. I blame Declan Rice for Sunderland because he missed his man when Ballard went running in. I blame Dreyer for the second goal. That has nothing to do with Arteta. If our system is good and we attack, then 100% you can now look at the players and say, okay, the system was good. You were set up to win. What the hell were you doing? Why did this individual mistake happen? Or why did that individual mistake happen? If you're not set up to win, there's no point of looking at the second cause when the root cause itself was not okay. That's my issue. Let's first change. By the way, Leeds and Sunderland, when we killed Leeds and Sunderland, I braced Arteta before any of the players.
Attackers.
What? Sorry?
There's 4 attackers on the pitch. Man are telling me about it. Man are playing cowardly. I can't wrap my head.
It's the system, PAZZ. It's not
the way they're set up, PAZz. It doesn't matter.
Everyone just goes straight to blaming the manager. And like these men are not 27-year-old men, brother. These
I'm blaming them as well, PAZZ.
No, I'm not telling you not. I'm saying it's so easy. Like all I hear is manager from most man. And I'm not saying your name. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. The manager is the guy at the top, and he should definitely hold responsibility, brother. For sure. I'm not telling you Arteta is just this genius and these men are failing him. No, he has got accountability.
You did say earlier that you're looking at the players 100%. For this game, not the manager.
I'm looking at the players because I'll tell you what. We're talking about this game in isolation. Yeah, talking about this game in isolation. I'm looking at the things that have gone horribly wrong. One is the striker being able to do whatever he wants. There was a point where he went through and we fouled him. We got away with it. So like, realistically, they could have left with 4. So for me, we've let the striker run rampant for 90 whole minutes, bro. The first goal they've scored, we've let him do what he wants. There's no way Arteta is telling man not to close man down on the edge of the 18.
But PAZZ, you're asking for a perfect game. You're asking for a game.
No, I'm not.
Where we never give spaces for players.
On the edge
we
of
never
the
allow
box, closing down. That's basics. That's not perfect.
I understand, but there are situations in game. Even the greatest teams of all time, Barcelona and Bayern Munich and all these other teams, would have chances where they would sleep and they would go switch off and all score.
Those 2 chances are genuinely.
I know, but this PAZZ because you know that's going to happen in the Premier League, and every team can do this to any team in the Premier League. You have to have a system. What do you mean? Because you cannot stop teams for 90 minutes without making any mistakes.
First of all, our entire 11 is back. My man,
Ashraf closing the ball down and getting
I get that, CSB, but that's not the reason we drew the game, though. We could have scored 3 more goals after that, but we didn't even go for it. Okay, Bueno was not closed down. He scored. Fair enough. Where was the reaction after that? If our system is, I've seen City at their peak and Liverpool at their peak many times concede a goal, it looks shaky, and they go and score a third. They go and score a fourth, and they kill it off. The difference between us and them is, if we are winning and we concede 1 goal, we know it's squeaky bum time. We're scared now because our system, which is already set up defensively, is now going to go into even more defensive mode. Because now we're like, shit, 1 goal. Whereas back then, if you watch City and Liverpool on these other days, there were games when there'd be 2 goals up. They concede a goal, they go 3rd, 4th, 5th, because that mentality doesn't change.
You're right in what you're saying. You're right in what you're saying, yeah. But let me ask you a question. Do you think our attack is good enough to be outscoring and relying on our attack? Because like if we have it right, yeah, if you look at the numbers, man ain't really scoring that many goals. When you talk about Liverpool, you talk about City. City have Haaland. That's a freak of nature. Liverpool have had Salah, freak of nature. We don't have no one in our team that's gonna score 20 plus goals, bro. So I'm saying to you, I'm just asking you a question. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying to you, is the strongest department in our team something that these men are relying on too heavily because they know that, you know, we ain't like the striking department ain't it? Or do you feel like it needs to be, you know what, just go out and go win games 3-2 or 3-1 or whatever? Do you get me? I'm just asking the question.
So a couple of things on that. For starters, I think there's only 1 or 2 players that I can think of where I can say, regardless of the system, they have been bad and they could have done better. But I cannot say, oh, they were only negatively impacted by the system. To answer your question, I do think our attack is quite good. No team in our attack can boast of no team in the league can boast of having Madueke and Martinelli as the 7th and 8th best attackers in the team. I'm not saying our strikers are not good. I'll give you that. Our strikers, in my opinion, all of them are at best above average. I'll give you that. But our wingers and our attacking midfielders at their peak and at their pump are very, very good attackers. We were calling Saka world class up until this summer. It hasn't changed. Trossard, while he's not world class, but he's a very, very good left winger. There's not a lot of better left wingers than him in the league. Eze, we came in with a lot of hype and we said, wow, what a signing. Can play 10, can play left wing at a high level. Odegaard at his peak, we know what he's done. Obviously, he didn't even play yesterday. So before people go like, the reason our game slows down is because Odegaard, well, he didn't even touch the pitch yesterday and we still played the same garbage slow game, right? Havertz, Jesus, all these guys are not bums. They might not be world-class players. I don't think any of our strikers are worthy to be starting for a team like us, but they're not bad. The reason we rely on our midfield and our defense, and this is the funny thing as well, we talk about we have the best centre-back partnership, the best right-back in the world, an amazing left-back, 2 of the best midfielders in terms of the pivot, Zubimendi and Rice, who are incredible defensively. So let them be tested. So the only way we know how to defend is as a unit. That's it. We are so scared of leaving them isolated in counterattacks that we're like, shit, if we don't leave them isolated, if we don't defend as a unit, we're screwed. The best defenders, this is why I do think we have the best centre-back partnership. Let me just clarify that before I say it. But this is why these men like John Stones and Ruben Diaz, these men like Konate and Van Dijk, when they were winning leagues, deserve so much praise because they were not defending like us. They were playing such a risky game where they had to come up in one-on-one situations so many times and they had to clear up the ball. And their attackers and midfielders had to trust them to clear the ball because they could not play the way we play, which is everyone tracks back. All managers have been saying this in the Premier League. No team gets back in position more than Arsenal or faster than Arsenal. And while that's nice to hear from a defensive side, but it costs us going forward. If we say we have the best centre-back partnership, the best right-back, the best DM, the best centre-mid, and they're all incredible physically, can win the ball back, so let them face some counterattacks. It's okay. We're not going to die. Let some players stay forward in some aspects. I'm not saying all game. I'm not saying 90 minutes, they all stay forward. I get that. I give you guys the example of the 40th minute. We're winning 1-0. Mm-hmm. Even if Wolves score, we still have enough time to come back. There was no risk. All the other players were back. And he's animated the touchline, yelling at Madueke, Gyökeres, and Martinelli to track back. When it's not like they were all the way at the end. They were just at the halfway line. That's our issue. We are so risk-averse when it comes to the attacking side of the game, and facts prove that the better attacking teams build dynasties and win. If I ask you guys to name the best 5 or 6 teams of the last 10, 15 years, PSG, Barcelona, Bayern, Real Madrid, Liverpool,
Ash, you're not wrong. You're not wrong in what you're saying, yeah? You're right. You're right in what you're saying, yeah? However, the thing that, like, all the teams that you're naming, all the clubs, all the this, all the that, bro, all of them teams have a gunman in their team. We don't.
No, they don't. That. When City won the league in 21, they didn't have any gunmen. They had KDB. They didn't have a striker, by the way.
Yeah, but I'm talking about world-class players, bro. Like attacking players.
Absolute rubbish.
World-class attacking players.
rubbish.
SB, we were not calling our team. We were not calling our attack shit in the summer.
All these teams
we were not
have
calling our
world-class-
attack shit in the summer, bro.
Wait, no. Wait, listen, hold on. I'm not saying
Let
that
me be real
attack is
quick.
shit. Oh, wait,
Because
Brandon, 1 second. I'm not saying that attack is shit, yeah. I'm not saying that. However, all these teams that you've named, like I said, you've named Liverpool, PSG, Barcelona, Man City, this, that, bro. They've all got world-class attackers, bro. Not one, multiple. Yeah? Multiple.
I think we're saying that in hindsight.
I'm
Now,
just saying-
Gundogan was
I'm
not a
not saying what
world-class
you're saying is
attacker.
wrong.
Gundogan
I'm
was the
not
top
saying what
scorer
you're
when they
saying
won the
is
league.
wrong. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. However, like you have to also look. Our attack can't just be one man.
You say
Like,
that, but then PSG, who won the treble last season, not one of their players was considered world class before the season.
What?
Even Dembele, who was considered a star
Are
boy
you
when he was
damn mad,
19.
They
bro?
were
I
rated,
know,
but they
you're
were
damn
never
mad,
Guys,
you're
class.
damn
Guys,
mad.
stop.
You're damn
Nobody
mad.
considered. Nobody
Ash,
even
you're
knew
damn mad,
Desiree
you're
Doué
damn
was.
mad, you're
Nobody
damn mad,
considered
you're damn
Gonzalo Ramos a world-class striker.
Ash, you're
Nobody
damn mad,
considered
you're damn
There's
Barcola a
mad.
no
world-class
year in
striker.
the world you wouldn't have swapped their front three for us. There's not one day
Damn
that's
mad.
ever existed.
Now, in
hey.
hindsight, but I'm saying
No,
last
there's not
season,
a day
last
that's
summer.
existed.
Kvaratskhelia,
There's not a day that
Yeah, I
Dembele,
still would have
existed.
taken Kvaratskhelia.
You guys,
man.
you're saying you knew who Doué was before last season. You guys thought Barcola was world class before last season.
I would have
People
taken
thought
you.
Dembele was a
I
Ballon d'Or winner
I would
before
have
last season.
taken you, Kvaratskhelia and Dembele. How about that? Forget
Over
Doué.
Saka.
You.
Over
I
Saka.
would have taken you. I would have taken
Oh,
you.
I see.
bro,
So,
that's
hang
Dembele
on,
and
hang on.
Yes.
Kvaratskhelia.
That's
I've
No,
literally
revisionism.
got-
That's what you guys are
Kvaratskhelia
doing now.
was calling down the Serie A.
Guys, I've literally got 10
Kvaratskhelia
minutes.
only
I'm
came
gonna
in the
have to
summer.
do
I'll
this.
give you Kvaratskhelia. That's fine.
Calling
I'll
down
give
the
you
Serie A.
Kvaratskhelia. Fair. You're right. Pass. You're right. I'll give you Kvaratskhelia. But Dembele, everyone was considering him washed because of his injury issues. Barcola, people used to laugh at him for how many times he used to miss in front of goal.
His
and they
level
say
of
we don't
fraud
want
would
him.
be our best.
Nobody
would be our best
knew it.
striker.
Nobody cared
Dembele's
about
fraud
Gonzalo
is
Ramos.
Barcelona fraud, not Arsenal fraud. That's Barcelona fraud because he cost 100 M's. That fraudness would be
Even
one
when
of
he
our
went, even when he went to PSG, he was struggling with injury issues. He didn't become that man until the second half of last season. That's the reality. If I came to, but that's my point. My point is the reason they all started playing well and attacking well isn't because these guys suddenly channeled their inner. It's because the manager got them playing the football that can bring the best
So the
out of
manager
them.
got Dembele to stay fit.
Not stay fit. I'm saying the way he should. Even when he used to stay fit, he wasn't scoring the way he was scoring now.
But
He
that's
wasn't
what
assisting the way he's
The only
assisting
thing
now.
that changed is Dembele stayed fit.
No, it didn't. He used to be
Dembele-
fit in many
when
games
Dembele-
for
when
PSG.
Dembele
He didn't
is
score
fit.
that way.
When Dembele is fit, he is not shit. We're not doing that.
So wait.
The only thing that changed is
Where was
wait.
Dembele? Wait, 1 second. Where was Dembele playing last season? For majority of the season.
What
I
last
thought it
year?
was up top, innit?
Up front.
Yeah, what? He's a right winger and a left wing. He's never played up top in his life. Who played him up top? Did Dembele like decide on his own? I'm gonna play up top.
If
Who
he played
saw
on the
that
wing,
and said, I
hold on,
actually
if
can
he
get the
played on
best
the
out of
wing,
him
he
there?
still wouldn't have been shit.
Sorry,
And they always interchanging. So like he was on the wing, he was up front.
but his main position for
always-
majority of the games was up top. The
What?
goals he was
Either
scoring, by the
way,
way,
Either
the
way,
goals he was
wouldn't
scoring was coming from the middle because he was
have
running
been.
through the
Hold on,
middle.
It's a question. If I said last year, you can have Kvaratskhelia, Barcola, and Dembele, or you can have Jesus, who can barely keep his knees together, Martinelli and Saka. Would you swap it? You're telling me you wouldn't have swapped it? Let's not.
I wouldn't swap Saka. I would swap the other two. But my point is that
But
most
that's
of the
the
world-class
point. No, they're
No, guys, it's not because I'm answering SB's point. SB said, Paz, you missed. No,
but
you
he
missed the
said
point
world
because
class, though.
SB
That's
said,
the thing. He
SB said
world
world-class attack.
They
That
don't
wasn't
need
a
to be
world-class attack.
world class though.
But
They
that's what
just
SB
need to have
said.
change.
SB literally said all these teams that have won, the teams I named, he said they had world-class attackers.
Now,
These guys don't have world-class attackers.
He said a gunman though. I heard he said a gunman.
I said
But
a
he-
gunman
I heard
first.
gunman.
Dembele became a gunman. They didn't have a gunman before the season started. Gonzalo Ramos was.
Taylor was a gunman.
Hang on. Just real quick here, guys. Yeah. What do we bring Gyökeres in for then? To be the gunman?
Yeah, but I didn't want Gyökeres though.
I didn't want Gyökeres, and I don't think Arteta
whether
wanted
you
Gyökeres
want
either.
Gyökeres or
No,
not.
I didn't
Listen,
want Gyökeres.
Guys,
And this is the thing that annoys me. Yeah, people think
listen to what I am saying. Listen
It's
to what I'm
annoying,
saying.
Oh, let
We
Brandon
brought
go. Let
Gyökeres-
Brandon go.
We brought Gyökeres in to be the gunman. Gyökeres scored 90-odd goals in 100-odd games. Say what you like about the league. Say what you like about the quality of the league. The fact and reality is that guy knows where the goal is. You have to get
Is he
him in the right
world-class?
positions. And from an attacking standpoint, Ash is absolutely spot on, right? Because we haven't got terrible attackers. Saka is not a terrible
saying they're
attacker.
terrible.
Trossard's not a terrible attacker.
No one said that. Who said they
He's
were
not
terrible?
a terrible attacker. But
What do you
again,
mean?
it comes down to the system. Yeah, the reason why.
Hold on. The system and the players, because you hold on, Brandon. Because
No, the players definitely got to take accountability.
Hold on.
No, but Catch, like when it comes to the way the attack is set up, like
hold on,
if
the
no one
system
can
ain't
tell me that it's
working,
not hindering them. That's the thing. You cannot tell me it's not hindering them in some way.
No.
All of them.
Listen. It goes hand in hand. But I'm saying, as a man, as a player, bro, if the system ain't working and you could see it's not working, you need to take your own initiative on the game. Sometimes you need to go out of the system.
Is it that Martinelli's missing open goals? Is that the system?
Hold on. You're missing my point. I'm saying
I get what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. But the fact that people keep blaming Arteta, and not it's what I'm saying.
I'm blaming every single one.
Yeah, you are.
You're missing the point.
Everyone just saying, "Oh, Arteta, it's the system, is this, is that."
Guy,
bro,
you're missing the point.
It's the same system we were bred in for all them clean sheets.
Bro, Arteta's not the reason why Martinelli missed
the same system we were saying.
It's the same system.
Let him finish.
Then you might understand, and then you can decide whether you disagree or not. Right? From a defensive standpoint, we're very good. However, when you look at the way that we set up in a way that everybody has to do some sort of defensive duties, right? Exactly. What Ash was saying is absolutely spot on. If we've got the best back four in the world and we've got the best double pivot in the Premier League, why can't we allow them to do the defensive work and give our attacking players more freedom, i.e. the 10 and the front three? Because the front three and the 10 don't get any freedom at all. At times, they are so focused on doing their defensive work, running up and down the pitch for 90 minutes, that it makes it very difficult when we have to transition into a team that plays counter-attacking football because they're so deep, right? So inevitably, the way that we've been set up to play by the manager is what we end up falling back on. So when we take leads in games, right, and moments get a little bit tough, especially in the high pressure games, the first thing that the players are going to do is rely on what they've been told is our strongest point, which is to get ourselves back into shape, to get into a defensive block, to basically lean on the best part of our team, right? It's up to the manager to give these players more freedom, figure out a way of giving these players more freedom on the pitch, right? The tactics that we set up with don't allow for that. So now, with the predicament we're in right now, it is up to the manager to change something, i.e., right, you don't expect your 10 to do as much defensive work. You don't expect your wingers to do as much defensive work. You take a little bit more risk. You maybe change one or two things in the midfield. You play with 1-6 and you play with 2 attack-minded midfielders. There's loads of different things that the manager can do to help these players. However, it seems to me like he's more focused on not losing the game compared to actually going out and winning the game. However, having said all of that, Catch makes a perfect point, right? Paytan point as well. Some of these players have to hold accountability. Martinelli, should be sold in the summer. Purely and simply because mentality-wise, that guy ain't got it. That's 3 games now where he's had opportunities to win us against Nottingham Forest, against Brentford, and yesterday where he's had the best opportunities in the game, regardless of how we performed, to win us these games, and he has failed to deliver.
Brandon, did you know that about him last season? Did you know that about Martinelli, that he misses chances?
I'll be honest with you, Ash, I wanted him gone in the summer. I said that.
Great. I know, and I agree. I think most of us did. I wanted him gone too, right?
Yeah, I was.
Did the manager know this as well? He obviously did. 100%. He's the one who insisted on keeping him. He's the one who insisted on keeping him. He spoke about wanting to keep Martinelli.
Now
that's the manager's Premier League goal all season. This is a team that should be challenging for the title.
I've got to go. Real quick. I just want to focus on the point that Catch was making about individuals stepping up when it's not working. Problem is also in a title race, also in the business end of the season, you can't always rely on your tactics to get you through games. Sometimes you do need individuals to step up and take the game by the scruff of the neck, etc., etc. And we haven't got that. We don't seem to have the characters that are going to grab the game by the scruff of the neck and say, screw the tactics, screw the manager. I'm going to make sure we don't drop points today. I'm going to win this game for Arsenal today. But the reason being for that is because the setup doesn't allow for individualism.
I was just about to say that, Brendan. Brendan, I don't think the manager
individualism.
has the trust with the attackers to like give them that as well.
The only player who gets a little bit of freedom and a little bit of individualism is Bukayo Saka. And Bukayo Saka at the moment is not delivering because he's had such a huge injury and he's still not fully fit. Also, look at it from this perspective as well. If you want the entire of your 11 players on the pitch to do all the work, not only attacking wise and going forward, but defensive wise, right? I'd love to know how many kilometers our players cover per game compared to most of the other teams in the league, right? You have to have players that are at their absolute peak in terms of fitness. Right now, we've got Timber who's not fully fit, Saliba's not fully fit, Calafiori's not fully fit, Rice and Zubimendi have played that much football, they're not fully fit, Saka's not fully fit. So you look around that squad and you go, okay, there's moments where you sometimes have to carry players, but we're carrying like 6-7 players at the moment because they're not fully fit.
And you know what the worst part is about Brendan? You know what the worst part is about that?
Where's that news come from?
We have options to take them out and put other people in. And
Hold on.
This is what I mean when I say Arteta is not learning with his squad management over the years.
What news?
Where's the news come from that all these men are not fully fit and injured? Where's that come from then?
Right, okay, let me ask you this. Do you think Bukayo Saka is fully fit? Looking at the way he performed this season, do you think he's fully fit?
The fucker's on the pitch, brother.
Okay, just because he's on the pitch doesn't mean a thing, because we've seen before.
Let's live in your world.
We've seen before.
I'm going to judge you on what you're doing.
We've seen before.
No. Let's give him that. What's the other 5 though?
Okay, Timber, right? Yesterday,
so he's
in the first half. Yeah, in the first half.
He could just be playing shit.
Yeah, he's been playing shit, but he's not fully fit, bro. He's not.
Why is it they're playing shit now? They're not fit, so it's Arteta.
That's excuses, bro. He just wasn't good enough yesterday.
It's not excuses at all.
For me, that's mental.
Just think about it for a second. The guy had an ACL injury, right? We expected, when he got that ACL injury, we expected him to have a long time of recovering, right? That didn't happen. He came in, he played football straight away. He played, he was regularly.
He had a
fit,
whole year off, Brandon. I'm sorry, that's not the point. He had a whole year off.
Yeah, but the point that I'm making, Ash,
and he came and became world class after that.
This is another footballer who has played so many games for Arsenal this season that you can't be at peak fitness level. Then you look at the game yesterday, right? In the first half, he has a pretty strong challenge put on him. He's limping around. Where's the manager going? Oh, okay, right. We can't risk you.
When he started playing White, man, when he played White 3 games in a row, man was saying he's a madman.
I'm not saying playing three games in a row.
I didn't even give you Saka and Timber. Who else is injured?
Who else?
Oh, what? I don't understand. No one's in.
Who else is injured? He said 6 man. Who else?
Again, do you think Rice and Zubimendi are at peak fitness right now?
We're not.
Yeah, I think they are.
Do you think
I think they are. They didn't play a single minute against them.
Boys, I'll bring it back to the game yesterday, right? In the second half of that game, our midfield got ran through because Rice and Zubimendi, again, they're not at peak fitness right now because they've played so much football for Arsenal. But the annoying thing about it is it comes back down to you've got a squad. Can you trust your squad? Trust your squad of players. Norgard, every time Norgard has stepped into this Arsenal team, he has done a job. He could have started that game ahead of either Zubimendi or Rice yesterday, and he could have done a job in that midfield. And we probably wouldn't have got run through as much in that second.
How fit are Wolves players then?
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm not buying the whole fit thing. Because then you can look at like Haaland and all these man, and they're performing.
Their best creative player got taken off in 5 minutes.
Riley's played nearly every game for City as well.
How many games do you think Arsenal have played this season in all competitions?
They've played like 42 games.
42 games.
The max of anyone else. Yeah, more than anyone else.
How many games do you think Wolves have played this season in all competitions?
Yeah, but bro, City have played 41. So what are we doing?
Yeah, but City have had more rotation within their squad.
So what,
They've
has
also-
No. Come on,
Wait,
you
what?
can't do that.
Hang
Bro,
on.
Haaland's been in that
Wait.
team.
Come on, man.
What
What are we
do you
doing,
think
bro?
now?
We're just
Fans, fans, we can't just say
like,
we're
this
just
is
shit.
nonsense.
Yeah,
Boys,
yeah.
we're not-
I don't
boys,
think
this
the
is just
whole.
shit.
You're not-
That's
yeah,
nonsense.
I can't we're making excuses for man
hang
being
on. We
shit.
can talk about Haaland. We can talk about Haaland, but that's one player. Yeah. City have also had injuries like we have, long-term injuries, right? And they've got players now coming back from them injuries, whereas we've had them injuries earlier on in the season. We've had the players come back, and unfortunately now we're picking up more injuries. But we also have to look at previous seasons and previous injuries as well, because these players are still recovering from these. Kai Havertz has been out for nearly a year.
I don't think
like
that
I
is
said, with his
anything to do
ACL.
with
Brandon,
Brandon. I still think it's
Brandon,
style.
I'll be real, yeah. I
With
hear
his
what
hamstring.
you're
These are
trying to
big
say, yeah.
injuries,
But
boys.
I hear what you're trying to say, Brandon, but I feel like this is the thing that is frustrating me. It's like everyone's looking for excuses to find a way to blame the manager or find a
I'm
way
not looking
to.
for excuses.
Yeah, but wait, hold on. Let me finish. Because, bro, call a spade a spade. If man are playing rubbish, they're playing rubbish, bro. I'm gonna judge you
Absolutely.
on what I see. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna judge you on what I see. Same energy I have for Cole Palmer. Chelsea fans are telling me he's injured, bro. I'm judging you on what I see. If you're not fit, don't play. Simple. If you're playing, I'm judging you off what you're doing on the pitch. You ain't been good enough. That's it. I don't care about, oh, you're tired. You played this many games. Bro, they have statistics to look at all that stuff. Man in the red zone, man, all of these things, bro. So if you're fatigued, you're not gonna play. So if you're on the pitch, you're well enough to play, bro. They just haven't been good enough. That's it. That's the reality.
Sit down.
Listen, I'll take that point all day long, 100%. But we have to look at the bigger picture here. We have to look at the bigger picture here, because how like if you go back to the first year that we competed for the league, right? We can point out exactly what cost us in that. Yeah,
And what was that?
The squad weren't good enough, right? Because
And we didn't have a big enough.
we got an injury to
Yeah,
Saliba.
100%.
We had
and
six
Rob
Saliba
Holding
Partey
stepped
got
in.
injured, that killed us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it killed us. The second season of us competing.
But wait, on that first season, Brandon, you know the funny thing is, and this is why when people talk about the players, I just find it hilarious because the players are not 35; they have not suddenly become old. That season, by midway, by Jan or so, I can't remember what period it was. Arsenal were the only team in the league to have 4+ players on like 20+ chances created from open play. The only team in the league, right? We had our best attacking season that year. We broke that same record the next season with those same players and another bum in Kai Havertz up top. So were the players good enough then, or was it the manager doing some wonder work? Which one is it? I think the manager was playing good attacking football with a good team. I think he's regressed now in his style. That's it.
See, this is the
You
thing
know
that
what
I'm saying as well.
Actually,
Because
you know
if
what
you look
another
at-
thing
if
is
you
about
look
that
at-
season
if
as
you look at
well.
if you look at one position on the pitch, right, and I can't seem to get my head around this, and again, it comes back to the way we're set up and the system. We've played Odegaard in the attack in the attacking position in midfield. We've played Havertz in the attacking position in midfield. We played Eze in the attacking position in midfield, and we've now played Saka in the attacking.
Because he thinks that's the problem.
Right.
That's the issue.
And the performances from all four have been very similar in the sense that we still don't create enough, right? So is it a case of then that all four of them players are shit, or is it a systematic problem?
It is
Because to me, it's a
100% a system.
systematic
That's
problem.
common sense, Brandon. He thinks if I move some personnel here, like Saka plays here or this guy plays. Saka yesterday looked exactly the same as the others. The only thing he did more than Odegaard and Eze playing there is he had 4-5 interceptions where he read the pass and he actually intercepted the ball. That's it. But in terms of a chance creation and building attacks and all, he didn't do anything different. And this is the problem. The manager thinks, oh, I think as long as I move this player here, or maybe if I put this player, this will work. No, it won't, my friend. Facts show that attacking teams win, and you have not been that kind of an attacking team. I said before, by the way, if we win the league playing this way from here until the end of the season, obviously nobody can say we don't deserve it. Whoever wins the league always deserves it, 100%. But if we win it playing this style, it's more because City were garbage. If City click, for example, and played really good from here till the end of the season, the only way we win the league is if we attack better. That's it. We play this kind of way 100%.
And we know that's not going to happen.
I'll make this my last point.
That's not
as
going to
well,
happen.
'cause
I 100%
I've got to go,
agree.
boys. I've got to go. Right. The thing that wound me up yesterday, and again, I'm not. Of course, I'm not just on the manager. The players have to hold accountability as well, right? Gabriel Jesus yesterday.
Hey, Brandon, you beat me to it.
Fighting the Wolves players at the end. Where's the
All of
fight
them.
on the pitch?
Yeah.
This is the
Thank you.
problem with these players, right? When it comes to quality, right? You look at our squad, and in terms of quality, our squad, forget the manager, forget the tactics, our squad alone should win us this league. But the problem is when you want to win major trophies, you've got to have the mentality up here. And far too many of these players in this squad do not have the mentality when the pressure is on, when things get tough, when they're in the tough moments. And that yesterday was another example of that.
Hey, Brandon,
hang on, I'll name them. Gabriel Jesus at the end of that game yesterday, fighting the Wolves players, was a disgrace and an embarrassment. Because where was that fight on the pitch when it mattered?
And Brandon, he's supposed to be one of the
let's
ones
put
with
context,
the
guys.
mentality.
Mosquera came at him after the game and he defended himself.
I need to know who Brandon
Yeah,
thinks.
let me just name the players real quick.
Who?
Gabriel Jesus, yeah. Gabriel Martinelli, Martin Odegaard. People don't want to have the conversation, but he's another one. Yeah.
He was not there yesterday.
There's probably
No, he's
another
just talking
couple
about in general.
there probably is another couple as well.
So only 3 men.
No, I also think from there's more. I also think from
name them,
mentality. Hang on. I also think from a mentality standpoint, we have to look at our defence as well, because for some reason, yeah, David Raya, for example, has been by far the best goalkeeper in the last 2 to 3 seasons. But now that the pressure's on, you're watching him panic at the back. You're watching Gabriel panic at the back. Do you know what I mean? So
are they players that also don't have the mentality?
Their mentality also has to be questioned. It has
Yeah,
to
no,
be
this
questioned.
is-
Brandon, you're clutching at straws now. Was Jesus' mentality an issue when he was winning league after league after league after league with Pep Guardiola? When he was starting on the right and getting goals and getting assists, was his mentality off then as well? Well, I think we just like to do these excuses. You guys, I don't think live in reality, because you think the players should have the mentality. They should fight. That's not how it works, bro. We saw Chelsea win the league in 2015. Have an issue with Mourinho in the next season where he lost the dressing room, and they're like, fuck your tactics, and they finished 10th. They changed the manager. Next season, they won the league comfortably. The reality is, whether you guys like it or not, you can say players should hold accountability. It doesn't work that way, because the reality is players will be driven by the manager's philosophy and the manager's mentality. Madrid had Xabi Alonso. They didn't respect him whatsoever. The guy was telling them, come stand, let's do the guard of honor. And they're like, fuck yourself. And they started walking away. They sack him, and suddenly it's big switch. Now they're top of La Liga. They've done well in the Champions League. They're going to knock out Benfica. Whether we like, let's not act like we're living in a utopian world. Yes, in a utopian world, players should hold accountability. They're 27, 28, 29-year-old men, blah, blah. But that's not how it works. In the Premier League, unfortunately, these players, every single player in the Premier League are spoiled brats because of the money they're getting. So you need the manager to drive the message. If Pep Guardiola leaves tomorrow and they get, I don't know, like Moyes or whatever, City are not going to win the league just because they have good players. You're going to see them struggle because now the manager leading them and putting the plan in place is not there. That's how football works. It sucks to say that, but it is what it is.
You are right, but I feel like both of them work hand in hand. I think players can drive mentality into the players, and you also have the manager that drives the culture as well. I think both of them work hand in hand, but I don't think, like, the thing that I don't like is that man are making excuses for players and saying that they're injured and this person don't have mentality. Brandon named 3 players. He named Martinelli, Odegaard, who wasn't even there yesterday, Jesus, who was sub, and Martinelli. Those are the 3 players he said that don't have the mentality. Like, bro, like, I just think like we're just looking and nitpicking for excuses instead of addressing the issue. Arteta, his man management, team selection, and his in-game tactics, ain't been good enough. And some of the players ain't been good enough. That's it. That's the reality. That's all there is, point blank, period. No sugarcoating, no saying, this person's injured, he's fatigued, or it's this, bro, it's everything. Like, them man ain't been good enough. Simple. And man need to like pull their finger out and start playing like they actually want to win this thing, or you're gonna lose it. That's it. That's the reality. That's it. There's nothing more or less that needs to be said.
If you have a problem with the manager or the players, for me, as long as you have there's something that is your issue, and you can track it back to the thing, then there's logic. But I feel like man are creating things in their head just so they can blame the thing that they don't like. When reality is, they're all boying it. Like everyone is buoying.
Collective, yeah.
That's it. Everyone.
There's no excuse, bro. The physio's buoying it, bro. The fucking linesmen, everyone's buoying it, bro. So for me, like, I don't look at this club and think, you know what? If everyone was like this guy, then we'd be all right. Because I can't choose that guy, bro. So it's everybody. It's Arteta, it's the players, everything, bro. Because
so to ask you guys this then, Paz, if we had Pep Guardiola this season instead of Arteta with the same players, no difference, would we be winning the league more comfortably by now?
100%, because Pep, in the times where, sorry, Paz. For me, I feel like 100, because the times where Pep got that lead, he would have ran. He would have put his foot down. And
if we had, I'll change the manager now. Because
no, but Arteta don't do that, bro.
I'll change the manager because I know people.
He's like the best manager ever, bro. Like,
exactly.
Listen, if Pep got a 9-point lead, come on, no one's catching it.
No one's catching it.
I'll change the manager because I know what SB is going to say. SB is going to say he's the greatest manager of all time. Fine. If we had Luis Enrique, or what's his name, Klopp, for example, actually, or even Slot from last season. Funny enough, because Slot last season was in the same situation where we were chasing him and they just ran away. Do you think we would have? Do you think we would have bottled this league? We haven't.
This is why I think it's hard to answer that question. Yeah, because what we've seen from this Arsenal team in the last 2 years, we've seen the onus in team play, and we've seen it. Everyone, the thing people are breading about us is defensively. Even though I don't agree that we play defensively, I genuinely don't agree with that. However, like now you're talking about players, you're talking about managers that will put the onus on those attacking players and that attacking quality. I don't know what that looks like. So for me to just gung-ho get up and say, oh, Pep, Luis Enrique, we'd be blowing teams away. I don't know what that looks like. So I genuinely can't answer that question for me.
Hard to answer that question. You get what I mean?
I mean, again, as I said, the facts show the best attacking teams win the league.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't think it's that difficult to answer the question, bro. I don't think it's that much difficult to answer the question. I think we would win the league if all of them. If it was Enrique, if it was Klopp, if it was Slot of last season.
Bro, it's lovely to say that, but man don't know that, innit? But one more thing I just want to ask before we cut, before we wrap. I want to ask two questions quickly. Just one to you, Ash, and then I'm gonna ask one to the whole panel. Yeah. So obviously, Ash was talking about teams and the best teams and always attacking teams and stuff like that. And you remember when I'm talking about having a good attackers that are gonna score a certain amount of goals. We don't have that in it. Do you get what I'm saying to you? We don't have that. Liverpool have had someone who scores 20 plus.
But that's what I disagree with you. But anyways, yeah.
But can you would you be able to name me another team who hasn't
Liverpool? Liverpool, when they won the league and the Champions League, they had Firmino, Mane, and Salah. None of them were considered world class before that.
No. Listen, you didn't let me finish.
Fair enough.
Someone who scored 20 goals in their team. Like, name me another team who's won the league.
I agree with that, but I think we have players who can do that. I think Saka can score 20 plus goals. I think even Gyökeres, who I've criticized, and I've said there's a lot of things I don't like about his game, but I think in the right system, he can get 20 goals. I think, what's his name?
Never scored 20 goals, by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Saka's never scored 20, by the way.
I know, but I'm saying But I think Saka didn't get 20 because of the system. I think if we play a better system, he would get 20 plus.
But he didn't get it when you were talking about us playing great going forward. He didn't get 20 then.
Yeah, but pass. He was 20, 21, 22. He was still developing. And every season, if you go look at Saka's numbers, they were getting better and better and better. Obviously, last season, his numbers were good until he got the 3 months injury and then it derailed him.
Would you consider us still defensive then? And he was still getting them numbers.
Yeah, we were defensive last season. He was still getting those numbers, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Because I said Saka is world class. I think Saka is a world class winger. And maybe if he has another shit season after this, maybe I'll take that back. But I'm not going to ignore the last 4 years I've seen him play, where he's bossed man up, scored against Bayern, against PSG, against Madrid, in all these other big games. And I'm like, oh yeah, now because of this season, I'm going to say he sucks. He doesn't suck. I think he's one of the players impacted. Yeah, I know. I think he's world class. I think he's impacted by a negative system.
Why do you think there's such a gulfing difference between our European performances and Premier League performances?
Because I think over there, so in the Premier League, we're able to control the ball and slow games down because a lot of teams, maybe not the big ones, but a lot of the other 14, 15, 16 teams we play against will happily sit out for a draw if they can. In the Champions League, most teams don't want that because it actually means elimination. So
Going
I think
for the
teams
win.
more often in the Champions League have to come for the win or they could get eliminated. Atletico Madrid almost got eliminated. Inter Milan is getting
I've
eliminated.
got another question on top of that.
Is that now what the other teams are doing? Then,
Wait,
or
let
is
me
that-
get him there. Let me
Like,
get
go
him.
on, Paz, go on.
Let me get him.
Go ahead.
So you're saying that is now dependent on the other team. So do you now think that when we go to the Champions League, we're also playing defensive there?
No, I think we're not playing defensive, but not by design. I think the game setup forces us to come out. In the Premier League, teams are not going to force us to come out. We have to dictate that game. City and Liverpool play the same way in the Premier League as well. Statistically, Liverpool face low blocks more than us. City also face low blocks as much as us, or maybe a little less than us. The difference between us and them is that they force teams to open up by opening up the game. For example, I'll actually give you, because I know it sounds like all fluff, so I'll give you an actual game example. Many times we win the ball, we have a chance to counterattack, and we slow the game down. You know, there was a stat that showed the teams played the lowest block against Arsenal in the league or something, which, by the way, turns out to be some fake stat. But let's assume that's real. That's not because teams before the game are like, oh my God, it's Arsenal, I'm shook. It's because when we win the ball at the back, we pass. We have obviously good passes. We have elite passes, especially at the back from a defender's perspective. We are so good at passing the ball. We slow the game down. We push teams back more until we pin them in their box. And the reason we do this is because we want to keep control. So if we lose the ball, we can win it back quickly, which is why we also lead the league for winning possession in the opponent's half, because they literally clear it, Saliba and Gabriel at the halfway line, and they win it. If you want to change that up and you want to break low blocks, when we get counterattacks, don't slow it down. Get 4-5 players bombing forward and open up the game.
I don't disagree with what you're talking about systematically. However, people are saying that he's made no adjustments to break down those lower blocks. For me, for what I've seen, you've gone from seeing Rice, Zubimendi, Odegaard to he's put Havertz in there. You saw a clear change. You're talking about someone that's now sitting on the back line. So if you look at where Saka, the positions that Saka was trying to take up, whether you think he did it well or not is a different discussion. You're now talking about someone that's sitting on the back line with Gyökeres. And we've seen that over the last few games. So for me, people saying that he's not adapting, this is what I think. Like we can be unhappy with how we can set people. I didn't say directly on it. So for me, people can say they have a problem with maybe his style overall, but to say that he's not trying things and to put all of it on the manager. And don't get me wrong, I also know I'm not stupid. I know we're not going to sell 20 players and keep Arteta and get 20 new men. I'm not telling you that the answer is to fire all the players. However, for me, there seems to be a lot of excuses for players genuinely just not showing up when the platform is there. Like, so for me, Go on.
The problem, Paz, is that I think he's addressing some things that are not the issue. You know, I've been saying this for months where people are like, who do you prefer? Do you prefer this guy? Do you prefer that? I do have my preference. Don't get me wrong. I prefer Saka over Madueke. I prefer this player over that player. That's fine. But I've always said it doesn't matter who we play. Obviously, barring some names, it'll be the exact same output if the system doesn't change.
Our shape has changed in the lot. You can, whether you want to count Wigan or not, that's up to you. But he tried to change shape against Wolves and have an actual 10. Like, and we went into.
I mean, Odegaard and Eze are actual 10s too. But again, I think he's fixing something that's not a problem.
What I mean by actual 10 is you saw Saka. If you look at our average position, people are saying, "Oh, you've had a double pivot all season." No, we haven't. We just went to a double pivot with an actual 10 that is actually occupying the space around Gyökeres. So for me, if that's not a change in what he's trying to do or him trying to adapt to get more attacking players forward, I don't know what people want, bro.
It is a change, but I don't think it's the right change. I think the right change he did was against Leeds when the speed and intensity of the game picked up all of a sudden. We saw in the 46th minute against Leeds, we're 2-0 up, Raya holds the ball, claims the ball, it was a crossing from Leeds. He holds the ball. There's 30 seconds left. He could easily stop playing. As soon as he held the ball, he immediately went for a counterattack with 30 seconds left. That
so do you
Leeds
feel
game,
that's Arteta saying that we don't want to be a transitional team. We want to build. Is that what you're? Is that what you're?
Yes, 100%. I think it's Arteta saying, I want to control and I want to build.
Hey, no, Paz. I feel like you're wrong, bro. I've seen your eyes.
I'm not saying he's not doing that.
The counter's on and they literally revert. It's like, no,
hold on.
They revert back, pass it between them, and then they get back into shape.
Wrong. I'm not telling you
every counter-attack goes.
I'm not telling you that's not happening. But there are times where we are in transition and man have absolutely fucking boyed it, bro. So for me, don't get me wrong. I've been saying it all year that he's obsessed with control, and I think the better managers now are obsessed with that control, and maybe his goes a bit too far. However, there are times where we have transitional opportunity. We had them against Wolves, by the way. There was plenty. Like, for example, the ball with Maduaki slaps it over the top and it goes straight to the goalie. There's the one where Saka's breaking away and he dribbles down the alley. There was loads of transitional opportunities that we take.
Correct, but we don't have them often compared to the other teams because we don't try for that. And by the way, this is where you can't have your cake and eat it. When I criticize Arteta for the way we play and how slow we move the ball and how slow we transition, I did the opposite. I praised him for Sunderland Leeds. When people were talking about this player did well against Leeds, this player did well against Sunderland, I said it starts first with Arteta because he's the one who switched up. Players suddenly playing quickly and Raya releasing the ball every time immediately as soon as he holds it. That's not Raya suddenly thinking I'm going to be different. That's the manager giving him instructions to do that. So he deserves praise there. But unfortunately, he doesn't do it consistently.
Raya has the quality to play quickly. So don't get me wrong. Like, I would love us to be better. Like, for me, transition has been one of, like, probably the worst part of our game this year. So I definitely agree with the transitional statement. I'm just saying, for me, there's a lot of times where I think in terms of average individual errors, I think we make a lot of individual errors, bro. Like, a lot of them. Like, even against Man United, that Zubimendi. I hear people talking about... I heard a man tell me that Arteta's put Zubimendi under too much pressure, and then that's why he's done that. Like, for me, we make a... If you look at these last games we've dropped all these points, a lot of it is down to mental decisions, bro. Like, mental individual errors. Mental... Bro, they're countless. There's like 15 of them, bro. So it's not like we're looking at it and saying our system, like we're going 10 games with no goals. 2 goals. Like, if we look, okay, let's strip it all back to bare bones. If I told you before the game we scored 2 goals against Wolves, you're telling me we've won the game. Let's not do that. You're telling me we've won the game, bro. If I said predict how much they got, you're not going to tell me 2 goals, bro. You're not going to do that. Like, let's actually strip it back to the barest of bones. I told you we scored 2 goals. You're not going to tell me they also scored 2 goals, bro. You're not going to do that, bro. Let's keep it 1,000. You're on mute. Mad.
Ash, let me just ask you one catch you on mute.
The percentage would weigh in our favor. Obviously, we wouldn't be like, oh yeah, we would. But bro, we know this is football, bro. Anything can happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Why not just go for the free? Why not just take him out?
And all other teams,
when you look,
just kill the game. I don't know why he never does this.
And even when they scored the first goal, yeah, and then bro, I get it. But I'm like, why are you bringing on Calafiori? This is like, respectfully, if this was like a Newcastle away, even a Villa, like where
that was because Trossard was injured though. He thought Trossard had.
Pardon? Trossard, there was nothing wrong with Trossard, bro.
Yeah, I know, but you can see Trossard's telling the physio, "I'm good," but my man's saying, "No, you have to come off." That's why he brought on Calafiori.
Oh, bro, it was for me. Nah, you don't have to do
like,
that.
You know what they do with all these concussion things? Like the physio's telling him, like, "No, you got to come off." He's telling him, "No."
He told the Wolves guy to get off as well. So he did keep the same energy. Like he made my get off.
Do you get it?
But
let me just ask the man then one question. Corey, you still think we're gonna win the league or is it done? I just need a yes or a no. Are we gonna win the league still? Yes or no?
Rise up, man. Rise up, bro. Rise up, man. Pattern up, bro.
No.
Oh my God.
That hurts me, bro. You don't think it hurts me to fucking say that?
Free the fucking guy.
I've seen the movie, bro. I've seen the movie before. I've seen this movie before, man. And I'm not gonna do it to myself again. The last 2 times we were in title races and it went, what's it called? Backward against the wall. I said yes, and they let me down twice. I'm not going for 3, bro. I'm sorry, I can't. Our margin for error is done. Our margin for error is done, guys. We gotta win every single game. We can't lose another game this season. And if we drop points, it has to be at the Etihad and it has to be a draw. That is it. That is the only way we're winning this league. The second Man City go above us at any point, whether if it's on level games or they're one ahead of us, is done. We're not chasing them down. I'm sorry. I can't.
All right,
I just can't go.
Ash, what are you saying?
Yeah, I'm going to say no as well. I don't think we win the league. I think it might change if we are more than 3 points ahead. If we go to that City game at Etihad, with them needing to win to go ahead, we're 100% losing that game. Because I think the atmosphere, the environment, the players charged up, and our players will also get nervous.
That was it. Yo, Ash, that was the exact same situation when it was the treble season and we lost 4-1.
Yeah.
They needed to win that game and they torched us, bro.
Exactly.
Hey, Catch.
Yeah, I think stand no for me.
Catch, what do you think? Yes or no?
Yeah, nah, we're still winning it, man. I'm not checked out yet. Definitely
Yeah,
not
man,
after
that's
one
mad,
little
bro.
draw.
Hey, Cash,
You
I
know
don't know
me,
how
bro.
you do this,
You know me.
bro.
If
I
I
don't
was
know how you
checked
do
out,
it, man.
I'd
It's
be
not
checked
one
out,
though,
that's it.
catch. It's not one. It's 10 out of 21 points in the last 7 games. So
I
it's not
know,
one game.
but I honestly, everyone's writing off the City game like it's a given that we lose that. If we go there and get the draw, it's still 2 points. And the way from my hope,
That's probably the only positive we have left out of this.
Man City ain't moved to us in years.
Hold on. And my point
And
is,
neither did Liverpool and neither did United, and they both still beat us this season.
Mm-hmm.
The history doesn't work that way, bro.
but hold on.
But you're not using history to determine that we're gonna bottle it. So why can't I use history to determine?
Not me. No, me. That's CORY.
That's
I didn't use history to bottle it. Not me. I didn't use history to bottle it. I'm using facts of this current season.
So why do you interrupt him when he uses history? But you're
I
interrupting
also
me.
didn't interrupt Brandon when he was saying shit like our
should have
players are all
interrupted.
injured and all.
Interrupt everyone.
Even
No,
that
was
makes
saying
no
about
sense.
Brandon.
Big up
Let me stop you now.
Big up Brandon, but to say all our players are injured, I'm like, bro, what are you on about?
No, but I will say this though, even though I don't think we may not come away with the league, these motherfuckers better come home with a fucking trophy this season.
No,
I
bro,
swear to
listen.
God, bro.
I
No,
need that
trophy.
league at trophy. I need that Premier League at the Emirates.
Bro, we won
Listen,
nothing for 5 years.
Bro,
They better come home. They better bring something back.
Wait,
They better bring something back this year.
I was that mad last night. I'm sitting down going, if man lose the league but win Champions League, do I still? I was questioning that.
No.
Bro,
I was like, nope,
No.
no.
bro, no. I'm saying,
I need to see that Premier League at the carpet this season.
I'm saying I was sitting there going, if we bottle the league but win Champions League, do I still want Arteta? And I had to question. I was like, I'm still gonna question him. Like this bottling this league is just the way it's worked.
The Champions League, bro.
Yeah, the way City has been playing, like it was bro. You can't mess this up. There's too many opportunities for you to run away with this for us to say, you know what? All right, we messed it up. No, there's no excuses. We have to go and win it. We're winning it. We are winning it. I'm not changing up, man. Yeah,
This is why we
you know
need
what?
the Premier
Hold on. Last thing. Sorry. And you hear the rivals, and you see like the bottom gooners that are bro. Respectfully, right now, them trashing Arteta and all that, you can't really say nothing. Do you know what I'm saying?
I swear Arteta even said the same thing. Everyone's got a hold corn.
Bro, you can't say nothing right now. It's anyone that trashes it on Arteta, these players right now, bro, it's worthy. You get me?
So Paz.
All of them man deserve it.
Paz, yes or no?
Told Catch what's going on, bro. I told you yesterday. This is God.
I say it, Paz.
This is God. This is divine intervention. Do you know what he's doing? You man are getting a favor done for you. You know, you man don't even know the blessing that's banging in your face. God is revealing all your enemies to you before your glory, bro. He's revealing all the up. I can see them all. I can see them all in the comment section. I can see all my. Why do you think I got the black gloves? Because I'm ready for my ride out. He's letting me know the yards I gotta go to. I know all their addresses. I know everywhere. Don't wind me up because I'll get my black gloves out.
Hey, Paz, name them. Hey, Paz, where you going?
He's actually gone to get his gloves. This guy.
I think it's a joke. I've got the
burn.
I'm ready. Where are we going? I know where I'm rolling. I know where I'm rolling, bro. I know the yards that I'm pulling up to. It's long. Because I'm telling you now, when we win this league, bro, everyone's getting gunshot. Everybody's getting gunshot. Corn is flying.
Paz,
flying.
You have no idea.
I'm telling man now.
You're right,
The
bro.
buying.
You have no idea how much I'm praying you guys are correct.
How about this, CORY? What, you think because you're an Arsenal fan, the bine can't fly over there?
That's what you're getting cut, yeah?
Hold on, is that what Brian can't fly. Is that what you think?
Word.
Man, hold on. Man thought because you're an Arsenal fan that God ain't showing me you as well. I can see you, you know. I'm telling you that Arsenal fans that were doing the negative Nancy thing, corn is flying come May, bro. Don't pull up to the parade because it's not a celebration, it's a ride out.
All I say is if you
we'll have our own parade in Dubai over here, bro. We'll have our own parade in Dubai.
I'm gonna give, but I'm telling you, it's no pois, brother.
We're gonna win the league.
I can't lie, man. I'm with the guys, man. We're winning this league still, man. You know what I'm saying? We're taking a couple punches to the face. But listen, nothing worth having is easy, innit? Do you get it? So, bro, like if it's that way, it's that way. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, man, like, bro, how I was raised, adversity. You know what I'm saying, bro?
You don't give up at one little
slip.
slip.
We're built on adversity, bro. Like,
You don't give up at a little slip.
From the mud.
Roses grow from the mud, you know. Man, understand that, bro. Roses grow from the mud.
Concrete. Who knew that a flower would grow? Who knew?
I'm telling you, man.
I hope you guys are right, but this sounds like some fake De Niro movie, you know? They're trying to give any given Sunday speech, you know?
We're not hiding. Listen, we could have easily taken a day off and not showed our face.
Yeah, big up to you guys.
Outside, bro. I'm outside. Do you get what I'm saying to you? I'm outside, bro. Like, we're gonna win this league, man. So listen, people, everyone in the comments, listen, Link, like KJ, like Chess, bro, all like I've got hands messaging me, bro, Ty, Cass, all you, but I swear
all of them messaging me as well. I got called for all of you.
When we win the league, yeah, when I see you, bro, it's gonna be different. I'm telling you, you man better turn your phones off. I swear down, because it's that way. But yeah, big up everyone in the chat. Let's get to the supers and then let's wrap up, man. Rotted Kalen.
Yo, big up Kalen, man.
My boy. Hey, listen, let me get some W's in the chat for Kalen, man. Quickly, man. I big up Kalen every single time. He says, big up the man, them. Been telling, man, there were too many points on the table to be called in the league in October, December, or January. No killer instinct and a dead football team and dead football. Got man gassing up no trophies because they grew up on Shamak and Bentner. I hear that, bro.
You know what?
I hear you.
I hear him. I hear it because listen, even when other Arsenal fans were saying, "Oh, the league's done it," I was like, "Bro,
yeah, that was mad."
That weren't us. Man has never said the league's done yet.
We got balance over here, man.
Yeah. I ain't never gonna say the league's done. That's just people just trying to get with the clickety and that. Like that's not us, man. But
big up Kalen, man. Every single time,
man.
Hey, seriously, W's for him, man. I big up Carefree Mario. He said, you man have seen 4 FA Cups in 20 years. I lie. Is it 4? I swear it's more than that.
I think it might be 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah. Show me the tally.
Oh, no,
5,
it is 4,
13,
it is 4, guys.
15,
it is 4.
17,
2014.
Yeah, 5. It's 5. Oh,
no,
5,
2014, 15,
17
and 20.
20. Yeah,
that's 4.
Yeah, it's dark, man.
Make sure this City team goes undefeated like everyone's assuming they're going to do, by the way.
Yeah, and make sure, Carefree and that, make sure everyone's here as well, because a lot of people are sending corn, and then you see when it goes left, no one's here. So make sure you turn up when we're winning as well, please.
Please, I beg.
This was
big up Brandon. Brandon sent a super to get on the show. Big up Brandon every single time, man.
Dedication is real, bro.
Yo, big up Brandon, man.
Good question, man. Which one of them man want to
If this a bigger bottle job.
Let me just
it was show up 2-2. It was that 2-2 Watford. From then I wanted him out.
I want
100%.
I want.
When I saw Torreira in the 10, I needed him gone.
There's no bigger bottle job than Emery. Let's not do this.
He played Torreira at a 10 at Old Trafford, Paz.
I need him gone. I need him gone immediately.
I wanted him gone.
Bro, they told us he's a Europa League specialist, got to the final and got us slapped up.
Yeah.
Torreira in the 10. Oh, now I'm still vexed.
Big up JT. Big up JT. JT said £500 million spent. Weaker City. We are worse than 23, 24. Listen, we can't really say that now. Wait until the season finishes and then we can make our judgments. For now, we've lost 3 games all season. We're still top of the league. We ain't playing well. We're in the final of the Carabao Cup, 5th round of the FA Cup, through to the Champions League knockout phases. Like, who's to say we're worse, innit? Like, at the end of the season, link man again, and then we'll see what's going on, innit? But yeah, man. Listen, people. It's been a sick show, man. Make sure we're liking. I don't know what the like count is right now. We ain't really been governing the likes today. But make sure anyone, please just like the video before you leave. Actually, don't go anywhere because we're gonna raid Vader. You know, Vader's gonna be having mad effects in the background now, bare sound effects.
He literally told me, bro, SB, he literally told me yesterday he was doing his stream today. Like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, man. Big like, bro, them man are gonna be shaking their bums in it, but you know, big up Deji. But
and I gotta deal with him later tonight as well.
Yeah, man. But you know,
by the way, man are in hell dancing. By the way, Make sure your club's
Yeah,
not
bro,
in
don't worry. Hey, Paz, listen, don't worry, man. Them man, yeah, that way. Corey, let the people them know where they can find you, man.
Yeah, man. Ads right down below. Corey AFC, 2Ys. Put the max reaction out yesterday. Lost my shit. Hopefully there's not more to come, man. And I'm praying all of you guys are right, bro.
Come on, man, that way. Big up, Ash. Ash, let the people them know where they can find you, my boy.
ASHRAF talks football. I do watch alongs, although I don't even know if I have the energy to do that anymore. And Saad Skura Pod every Friday.
Big up ASHRAF, man, every single time. Paz, let the people them know where they can find you, my boy.
You can find me in the bushes outside your yard, come mate. Don't worry about finding me, I'll find you. Get me? Don't worry about finding me, I'll find you. Don't worry about my name. Don't worry about any of that. I'll find you. Don't worry about
Paz is on violence, bro. I big up Paz. Listen, we're gonna be back for the preview this weekend. Obviously, we got the North London derby. It's gonna be a massive game, man. Seriously, don't get no easier. They're talking about all manager bounce and rah. So yeah, man. Hey, listen, I think Vater's ended his stream, so we're gonna go over to Touchline. Big up Touchline, big up the Catch Up's little bro every single time he's over there with Rums. Make sure they know that you've forwarded from the Catch Up. Orange is in the chat. Catch, over to you, my boy.
All right, big up everyone for the supers. Big up all the mods, them, man. Today, Boston Gooner, Jordan Brown flipping man of the match today, man. And he's an idiot. I don't even know why.
Jordan Brown, you're an idiot, but you're man of the match same way.
Yeah, I big up everyone today, man. Appreciate you, doc, man.
Yeah, man. Big you, man up, man. Hey, listen, we're out, man. I love.
I love.